We're producing incredible content we don't want you to miss. It's free. Click subscribe for mobile and email updates about great new videos so you can get the most out of your ButcherBox.
Hey everyone, I'm Yankel, and today we're going to get into some expert level marinating. I'm talking about brining. Brining is great for chicken and pork. White meat does really well with it. It adds a ton of flavor and moisture. The basics of a brine are as follows: equal part salt and sugar, and just enough to cover the meat. Now, the key to a brine is how much time you leave the meat in. Today we're doing pork chop, so we're going about 8 hours. Let's make a brine. To build our brine, we start with some simmering water, and we're going to add our ingredients: salt. I'm using honey for sweet, also it'll add a little bit of flavor. Some cider vinegar, also for flavor and a little bit of zing. Peppercorn and rosemary, just for that extra oomph of herb. So I'm just giving it a stir, waiting for that salt to dissolve. Doesn't take long. All right. Ice to bring it down. Make sure that you calculate the ice into your liquid measurement. You calculate your ice measurement the same way you calculate water. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of ice. I was not good at math. I still am not good at math. So I'm giving the brine the old finger test, making sure it's cool. I've got some gorgeous boneless pork chops. These are heritage breed pork chops. You can notice in the color, it's a little bit richer. So we're gonna just put those right into our brine. It's important not to leave pork chops in a brine for too long. You brine based on the size of the meat. So a pork chop, we're gonna leave it in 8 hours, no more than that. Something larger, a pork loin roast, for example, you would want to brine for 12 to 18 hours. A turkey, 24 hours does it well. So bear that in mind when you brine. I'll see you in 8 hours. You're still here. Well, 8 hours have passed. Time to sear our pork chops. So I'm gonna pull them out of the brine. Give them a quick pat. I can go light on the salt because they have been sitting in salt water all night. Smoking hot. When you're searing pork chops that have a good amount of fat along one of the edges, you want to make sure that you get that fat in contact with the pan. So when I flip it, I'm actually going to hold it fat side down for a little bit. Oh yeah. You'll notice there's a little bit of extra color on the edges, the result of the sweetener that you added to the brine. And I just want to make sure I get a little bit of extra sear on those beautiful, crisp, fatty edges. That right there is a thing of beauty. All right, we're going into the oven to finish these off. Just a few minutes. Oh no, I spilled something. While our pork chop finishes in the oven, we're gonna make an incredible vinaigrette that matches the flavors that we used in the brine. So we've got apple cider vinegar, a little bit of mustard, some great olive oil, and we're gonna do a delicious, crispy, light salad. Dijon with a little bit of whole grain mustard. For sweetener, I'm using agave nectar. It's sort of neutral, but it adds a really nice sweet balance. A little salt and pepper. And we're gonna add a little oil. This can double as a dipping sauce, as a sauce for the pork. Use it for all sorts of things. Pork chops are done. 145 degrees and rising. We're gonna let them rest for a couple minutes, and we're gonna prep our salad. Salad is done. Pork chops look gorgeous. The thing about brining pork chops is they get even better the longer they sit. So you let them rest before you slice into them. You're gonna get this juicy mouthful you will never forget. Thank you so much for watching. That was awesome. I'm surrounded by information. We've got links below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lots more delicious cooking videos over here. I'm Yankel. See you in the next one.